Good afternoon, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and rotoballer.com with another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Waiver Wire Series, the Fantasy Baseball Wire Series, taking a look at hitters who may be available and who you want to add for Week 7 of your fantasy baseball season. Folks, don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com right now. Sign up today. Use the promo code ACES. Save at checkout for our terrific Premium Pass. Don't forget all the great free content there as well. With that Premium Pass, you get lineup optimizers, trade evaluators, you name it, rotoballer.com has it for you, okay? And don't forget, like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Download the app. It's free as well. Guys, Week 7 waiver wire, the week beginning Monday, May 8th. Full disclosure, recording this here on Thursday, May 4th. So things can happen between now and Monday. Injuries, demotions, recalls, whatever it may be. Stats will obviously be a little bit different by the time you put those waiver claims in. But we have 5 hitters for you to pay attention to as you set those waiver wires, you set those fab budgets, whatever it is you need to do. And we're going to start in the outfield with the Boston Red Sox. Duran, 43% rostered at the time of this recording. As always, by the way, Yahoo roster percentages are the talking point. Can vary depending upon the format you use. But Duran of the Boston Red Sox, 43% rostered and really starting to claim himself an everyday role now, hitting 5th or 6th in that Red Sox lineup. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .409 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. He's thrown in a stolen base. On the season, that batting average sits at an even .400 at the time of this recording, with an on-base percentage of .444. Sign me up, ladies and gentlemen, because that OPS, highest one on the board here today of my 5 players at 1.135. That makes Duran my number 1 ad of the week. 2 homers, 12 RBIs, 11 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. Strikeout rate is acceptable, just under 24%, walking at about 8% of the time. Obviously, batting average, on-base percentage, gonna come back to earth, starting to flash a little power, hitting in the middle of that Red Sox lineup. Duran, in a format that uses 5 outfielders, Duran is a starting outfielder on your fantasy team, and yet he's less than 50% rostered. At number 2, we head out west to the Dodgers and Miguel Vargas, their rookie. First base, second base eligible in Yahoo formats, 37% rostered. He's playing second base every day. He came into the season as the number 49 overall Major League Baseball prospect, the Dodgers' number 4 overall prospect. He's gotten a chance now to play every day. He's hitting 7th usually in that Dodger lineup. Over the last 14 days, the bat's getting hot. On the season, it's .237, but over the last 14 days, he's hitting .283 with both of his home runs on the season and 12 of his 15 RBIs, both of his stolen bases. He's getting rolling. On-base percentage on the year is terrific at .363. The OPS is .771. What I love about Vargas for a rookie is the strikeout and walk ratio. He's striking out less than 20% of the time on the season, 19.3 to be exact, and walking just under 16% of the time at 15.8. Love the approach. It's a mature approach. It's a patient approach. That approach leads to success. Miguel Vargas, first base, second base, makes him corner and middle infield eligible, and he's rostered on only less than 40% of Yahoo leagues, 37% to be exact. Get him on rosters right now. Utilize him corner, middle, wherever you got to use him. Number 3, Matt Mervis of the Chicago Cubs. Just got the news earlier today, getting promoted by the Cubs for their weekend series starting Friday. Okay, first baseman with power in the minor leagues, only 13% rostered. Some of you, if you need a first baseman, if you need a corner infielder, if you want to push Mervis to the top of the waiver claim, it's understandable if you do because of the potential power production he gives. It forces Eric Hosmer, Trey Mancini. See how Chicago utilizes them going further. Can't see them bringing up Mervis to just have him sit on the bench. Okay, available in 87% of leagues on yahoo.com. This season in AAA, 286, 6 homers, 27 RBIs, 27 runs scored, an OPS of 962. Last season, when he got promoted to AAA, played 57 games after tearing up AA, goes to AAA last season, 57 games, a 976 OPS, a 297 batting average, and 15 home runs. Didn't strike out a lot at AAA and either stopped less than 20% and walked a ton, over 16% walk rate. An approach, hopefully that continues in the majors, very similar to the rookie Miguel Vargas. At number 4, head to Cincinnati, Nick Senzel, playing third base every day. Outfield eligible, has played some outfield for the Reds as well. Hitting 6th in that Cincinnati lineup, and he's been red hot over the last 14 days. He sits at 41% rostered as we speak. Over the last 14 days, 333, 3 homers, 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and 1 stolen base, getting his batting average up now to the season to 288 with a 356 on-base percentage and an 811 OPS. 3 homers, 14 runs scored, 12 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. What I like about Senzel, doesn't strike out a lot. 16.4% of the time. Draws a ton of walks, just under 10% at 9.6. It's a theme this week when you look at guys like Vargas, Senzel, Matt Mervis in his minor league career. Low strikeout rate, high walk rate. No surprise, I'm a fan of theirs. And finally, at number 5 from the San Francisco Giants, batting leadoff in that Giant batting order, Lamont Wade. First base outfield eligible for the Giants, 19% rostered, and he's been red hot, flashing a ton of power over the last 14 days. In that span, hitting .316 with 5 of his 6 home runs, 6 of his 9 RBIs, and 8 of his 12 runs scored. On the season, he's got an on-base percentage of .442 and a batting average of .256, which has come up, obviously, with those 14 days, hitting .316. OPS, second highest on the board of anybody I've mentioned today at 994, only behind Duran of the Boston Red Sox. Another player who doesn't strike out a ton, less than 20%, 19.8% strikeout rate. Get a load of this. The walk rate is even better, okay, at 21.7% of the time. If you could give me a player who walks more than he strikes out in this day and age in baseball, sign me up, especially when he's hit 5 home runs over the last 14 days and is batting leadoff, which leads to runs scored in his team's lineup. So to recap, my 5 hitters to add for Week 7 of the fantasy baseball season, the week beginning Monday, May 8th. Number 1, Jarren Duran, Boston Red Sox outfielder. Number 2, Miguel Vargas of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Number 3, coming up tomorrow, Friday, Matt Mervis, first baseman, Chicago Cubs. Number 4, Nick Senzel, Cincinnati Red, third base outfield eligible. And number 5, Lamont Wade of the San Francisco Giants. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the Pitcher Waiver Wire video here on YouTube as well. Follow me on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy, and we'll see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.